Episode 57, in which more evidence of my nearly crippling perfectionism is accumulated. I am here in the bright light of day to see if I need to do some fine tuning on the cornhole boards, and I would really be glad to have your input on this. I've got a couple of spots here, or maybe you can see them, that got a little bit of extra polyurethane. I tried a light sanding and they look a little milky. I also started to see some spots where the polyurethane didn't actually get into the knot holes. Got some nail holes. Thought about drilling those and putting in some dowels. And here's a couple more. And a couple more that are fairly big. Oh, here's one I hadn't noticed before. This is looks like a knot hole that is an empty cavity. And another one. Here's one that's really concerning. I don't know if we can see it in this light too well, but there's actually quite a gap here, and I do think I could get some wood glue on paper or something and kind of slide it in and get it around and then clamp that down. I'm gonna flip it to the other board here in a minute, but yeah, there's another knot hole that could use some work. Now, I threw some bags on these yesterday to kind of test them out, and they work okay. They're just fine, as you know, for just a unofficial, non-sanctioned family cornhole event. But I don't want to mess them up. So I'm not sure. Should I spend more time on it? Should I let it go? Very interested in your comments, and especially if you know some good tricks for like restaining after you put polyurethane on. Do I just sand it all the way off, or is there some way to touch it up that works? Let's look at the other board. Yeah, this is another spot where something got on, a little bit of paper or cardboard or something got stuck to it, and I kind of chiseled, carefully tried to just kind of edge that off. There's probably a way to fix that relatively easily. Some other nail holes that are, I tried filling them in with polyurethane, just keep putting it on, and you know, trying to fill in those holes. Like these screw holes, some of them did kind of fill up with the polyurethane, but for whatever reason, those are pretty deep. The other thing is, I don't know if I can get it in the light or not. I could spray paint those crossbars with the hammered brown that I used on the nuts and bolts here. And I do think I'm going to do the nuts and bolts on the legs, spray those as well. That's one I'm planning on for sure. This side isn't too bad. There are just some little spots that maybe would be good to give them some more attention. What do we got over here? No, that all looks pretty good. Yeah, maybe around where I did the handles, I could probably touch that up a little bit. But it's kind of got, you know, an interesting character to it with the palletwood. Anyway, interested in what you think. Oh, the other thing is I tried to fill in some of these gaps with just wood glue, and it really didn't take. So, you know, do you think that's an issue, or is it just, you know, part of it? It may just be part of it. This one's fairly wide, but you know, how often is it going to affect a score if a bag somehow has extra friction because of that this far down at the end of the board? Probably not a big deal. But please comment, let me know what you think might be some good final touches, especially to improve little unsightly imperfections like that. Thanks very much. And yes, it is a beautiful Sunday morning, and hymn sing this morning was especially good at church, and it's a beautiful day. Blessed and grateful. Thanks for watching.